what really caught my attention was our people when it sees that letter M, million, their minds start going everywhere. I'm talking about like more than the octopus tentacles did going anywhere. I'm talking about wanting to grasp all these kind of stuff because their mind is actually rolling now what to get, what to buy. Just by looking at it for somebody from this background, a professional background, a lot of these NFL players, our kids don't realize what Brother Mo was talking about. Certain amount of games, let's say 18 games, different states that you got to go play. And all the states have their own different, and you're talking about these millions. And when it start cutting it from every different games that they play, and based on all the tax that they have to take off and everything. And then when it gets to the point to where that it's just a little bit amount, because now we're not looking at the letter F, but now we're looking at the letter T, the thousands. That's where we're at right now. And then when the agent had to get their cut, you never know. Now it's down to the letter H. It's only hundreds. But, like just by following Brother Uma's story, I'm actually not a financial literacy person. I'm pretty sure Sister also stuff on that background as well. It's just somebody with a lot of knowledge and a lot of people with somebody that can share that, not based on so they can get paid, but based on trying to help our own community so that way they're educated with these kind of things. And as far as the world that we're living in and what the life, the economy is, what we are speaking of, it's growing. And back again to the NFL players, I hope that this story that will actually reach to some of our prospects, or some of our kids that are actually looking forward or looking into trying to make it to that type of professional. And this is something serious. It's not something that you can just look at it and say we're gonna get millions. Of course, you can sign a contract, but if you have that little bit of education to at least break it down to where that how much money you're actually really going to get, I mean, that's something that they need to know as well. And I think that you've touched base into how it breaks down and to where that it's going to get to where when that clean money comes, you're going to look at it to where that, wow, I didn't expect that I was going to get down to the hundreds. I was actually expecting the million, but with the knowledge and everything that you have explained, sir, I think it's something that a lot of our culture and a lot of our people as Polynesian to understand some of these things, because it is now kind of answers some of my questions too, leading towards to some of our athletes that actually were in the game collecting all these finance. And then now I see them just being regular. I would say regular people just out there, not knowing the fact or what happened. And then now just kind of think about it with the financial situation. I think it does lead to it, and it kind of gives some clarification to maybe that's probably why. So thanks a lot for that too, to clarify that. I think I don't know if there's anything that you have to touch and base to some of the clarifications for our young athletes coming up, that financial does involve it, and it does play a big impact in their life when it comes to these kind of, I would say, scholarships, and to whenever reach their goals to become an NFL players, reach to the right person. And just my question to Brother Uma, have you ever thought about going to the islands, to tour some of our schools, elementaries, a little bit of literacy of finance, kind of like teach. I know that it's kind of like it's a lot of missions too. Yeah, go ahead.
That's a question that's been asked me about, because I've never gone back since I left. Who knows? Maybe on a mission call, they may send me back there. Then maybe that's the only time I would go. To your question, Kalani, part of my goal in retirement is to be able to teach financial education, financial literacy to our people. Set them up somewhere where, I can be involved, online or in person. My preference is to do it in person to get a dialogue. I guess that's my mission, because that's my passion. Just to be able to share. It's not for money. I don't need to get paid or anything, just to be able to get the knowledge across, and hoping that our people, our folks, our children will learn something that would better their future, just based on having some basic knowledge of how finances work.